there, this is Vahid from VRF Education channel, and it is the second session of MongoDB tutorial. Today we are going to learn how to install MongoDB on our local machine, where to download it, the official website, and how to install it on Windows operating system. For the other operating systems such as Linux or Macintosh, you can read the documentation inside the official website. And when we install MongoDB, we just install the server. We need a client application to connect to that server. Alongside with MongoDB, a client application named Compass, a desktop application, will be installed on your system, and you can use it to connect to the server that you already installed on your machine, or even to connect to a remote server. And in upcoming session, I'm going to show you how to use Compass to do so. But in this session, I'm going to use mongoosh as the client application to connect to MongoDB server and do some operations in terminal-like environment. So from now till a couple of next sessions, we use mongoosh as our client application, and after that, I'm gonna show you how to use Compass to work with MongoDB server and do things in a GUI application. Now let's go and see how these things are gonna install on our machine. As it always recommended, the best place to start with a technology or a software is its official website. So here we are going to mongodb.com, the official site for MongoDB. We can use online servers to get access to MongoDB and work with MongoDB commands, but I prefer to show you how to download and install it on your local machine. Here I'm using Windows operating system, and I'm going to show you how to do this for Windows. And for the other operating systems such as Linux and Macintosh, you can follow the instruction in the site. Here, if you go to products and go to community edition and community server, you can choose your host machine operating system and then download. Yeah, I'm gonna scroll down. Here is the version that you can use. 6.0.5 is the current version. It's an stable version, and also you can use your choose your platform and the package type. I'm going to use MSI for Windows operating system. And if you press download, a 500 megabytes that file will be downloaded on your machine. This is it, MongoDB Windows 6.0.5, okay, signed version. And also, if you go to products again, go to where should we go? Go to shell, I think. Yeah. Here you can download mongoosh or MongoDB shell using this link on your local machine and use it. Okay. If you download mongoosh, there's also another file named mongoosh version 1.8.2 for Windows that I downloaded it, and it's a zip file. Now I'm going to extract it when we want to use it. And also in the product and also tool section, there's the Compass tools. Compass is the GUI application that we can use to work with mongoosh. But if you download the community server, it also contains the Compass, and you don't need to download and install it separately. If you install the community server, the Compass will be installed also for you on your local machine. Now let's install them on my Windows. I'm going to use Sandbox because I already installed it on Windows, and I'm going to show you one more time how to install it in an isolated environment. If you are not familiar with Sandbox, it's a virtual Windows-like application inside your Windows, and you can use it to test some softwares or install some software inside that without affecting your real files or real programs in your host Windows. This is an isolated environment, and if you close the window, all changes that you applied in this window will be gone, and it doesn't affect your main Windows. Okay, now I'm gonna copy these two files. Okay, I'm gonna copy them, and here you can just paste them on the desktop. I'm gonna pause the video till the copy end. So I copied these two files here. Now I'm gonna install MongoDB. It's very simple, and you don't need to worry about it. Here you just press next. Now I accept the license agreement, and here I'm going to use custom. Here it says the Mongo shell must be installed separately. Now I downloaded it. It's not a big deal. So in custom part, you can see that here is the MongoDB version 6.0.5, and it also installs server, router, and miscellaneous tools for us. Okay, next. And here I said install MongoDB as a service. Now you can go to service section of your Windows and check it's running or not, or run or stop it. And here I'm gonna say that run service as a network service user. So all users inside the network can use MongoDB on my computer. And also there's a service name here that you can find it inside your service inside service application of your Windows. And here where the data, the BSON data saved, and we can change it, but it's not recommended. Let it where it is, and also it's a like directory. Okay, now let's press next. And here I said install MongoDB Compass, the GUI application that I can use to work with Mongo databases in a graphical environment. Press next, and here I'm gonna press install. Now I'm gonna pause the video. After the installation complete, I will be back. Unfortunately, the setup could not be completed on Windows Sandbox environments, and it seems that it's not actually like a real Windows. But if you follow the instruction, you can definitely install it without any problem on your real Windows. Okay. After that, a new service will be added to the service section of your computer, and you can open it. This is the service daemon, or the Mongo daemon on your local machine. It's installed in program files, MongoDB server, the version, and the bin folder. And if it's not started automatically, you can come to the service section and start it by this option, or you can go to the path specified. It's here, and just double click on the MongoDB file. It will run the server for us. Okay. And now we need a client to connect to this server, the server that is installed on our local machine. Using those clients, we can also connect to a remote server, a server on other machine or on the internet, and we will do it in the future sessions. Okay, but right now I'm going to use mongosh or mongoosh to connect to server on my computer. So I downloaded it. It is the mongoosh version 1.8.2, and if you extract it here, there's a file in the bin folder, mongoosh.exe. If you run it, a command prompt will be shown on the screen, and it is going to get the server address from the user. The default is the localhost or the current machine. Server installed on the current machine on the port 27. I forgot it. Let's 270717. Okay. It's the default port for Mongo, and you can also change it if you want to assign another port to this one. And here you can also enter another address for the other machines, or a remote server on the internet to connect to that server. Okay, and we will do it as I said in the future. Now let's press enter to connect to the localhost server. So there's a couple of information here. Connecting to the addresses, it says I'm connecting to the local host on the port 27017, and there's other information here, and also the version for MongoDB and also the mongoosh. And there's another information here that you can read. And right now we are in a test database. Okay, this is the command prompt for mongoosh. The first command that I'm gonna show is show dbs. Show is the first command, and after that I can pass some parameters. The first one is dbs. It's going to show all the databases that are already defined on this server. So here we have 4 different databases, 3 of them local, config, and admin, defined by MongoDB, and this one is defined by me. Okay, and now we are in the test database, so we can continue on this database, or we can change it. If you also type db, it's going to refer to current active databases. Okay, if I want to change the database, I can use command. For example, use admin. So it says I'm switched to admin. Now the command prompt changed to admin. Okay, if I again use db command, it says we are in admin database. So this is the first command. I'm gonna use help command. This is gonna help all the commands that you can find in mongoosh. Okay, that we already used these 2 ones. Let's a little grow this window a little, and We use the use command and also show command with the DBs or database. And also there's another option for show, and we will cover it very soon in the future. And also these commands also available that you can use them. Okay, the important one is CLS if you want to create the screen. And if you want to get help for a specific command, you can use this notation. For example, show.help. This is going to show us help only about the show command. Okay, or if you want to see the help for use command, we can use.help. Okay, it's only said use set current database. And the terminal environment is very handy for those that are really into typing commands. And also if you want to just print or type commands, you can also press double tap. It's going to show you the some predictions or some options that you can use. For example, if you just print O and press double tap, it's going to complete it to show. And if you want, for example, I'm going to call something named enable filtering. Okay, I'm going to use db.enable and press to tab, enable free monitoring. This is going to print it for us, and it's like Linux or Macintosh terminal, and it's very handy when you're working in mongosh. Okay. Now let's see what we can do. For example, with the help option, I'm going to use again test database. Yeah, I'm going to use db.test.help. These are the list of methods that we can use on our database. These are somehow related to SQL commands. Okay, for example, if you're familiar with the select command, these find methods, find and modify, and also find one are somehow used to mimicking select command in SQL. Or this one is used as its name implies for inserting items with different options, and this one used for let's see, update. Where's update? There's a couple of methods for updates. I lost them. Also for delete. Yeah, this one is used for delete. And where's the update method? Yeah, this one also used for updates. And there's other methods that we're going to cover. Most of them and most useful comes first. Okay, don't worry, I try to cover most of them. And we got familiar how to work with MongoDB database in practice in mongosh. And although MongoDB Compass already installed with MongoDB, I'm not gonna use it, or I'm not gonna open it right now, because I need you to know the basic principle about working with MongoDB in a text environment or in a text client like mongosh. And after you get familiar with the basic commands, such as the commands that are used for CRUD operations, then we go to MongoDB Compass and check those commands in another way, using a GUI application such as Compass. Okay, this is the environment that we are working with during the next sessions, and I hope you install it successfully on your machine. Till the next session, goodbye.